More often than not, when we're looking at ways to deal with narcissistic individuals, what we discover is the best way to deal with them is don't. It's to cut off all contact, go no contact, let them go and live their life while you go and live your life. Going no contact with a narcissistic individual is often the most effective way to break free from their manipulative games. Narcissistic individuals thrive on control, they thrive on attention and validation. And when they no longer have the access that they desire to you, they lose the control and the power that they once held over you. No contact simply cuts off the narcissist's supply. It cuts off their ability to be able to manipulate you emotionally or psychologically and even financially. By refusing to engage in the narcissist's games, you deny the narcissist of the fuel that they need to maintain their sense of superiority, to maintain their ego, to maintain their control over you. Narcissists often use lots of different manipulative tactics such as gaslighting, blame shifting, triangulation, weaponized incompetence, guilt tripping, emotional blackmail, and many more to keep people tied to them. When you cut all contact with a narcissistic individual, you eliminate their opportunities to use these manipulative games against you, which forces the narcissist to find a new source of supply. It helps you to regain control of your own life, your own mental well-being. It allows you to heal from the damage that the narcissist once caused. It allows you that breathing space. It allows you the ability to think clearly for yourself again. Furthermore, no contact prevents you from falling back into that cycle of idealisation, devaluation, intermittent reinforcement, them finding a new supply, them discarding you, them hoovering you, then smearing your name, which is typical of narcissistic relationships. It gives you the space to rebuild your confidence, rebuild your self-esteem, rebuild your identity without the constant emotional turmoil that comes with interacting with a narcissistic individual. There are several steps to going no contact with a narcissistic individual. One of the first of these is to make a decision that this is what you're going to do. Make a decision and then be disciplined enough to stick with this decision. One of the first steps in going no contact with a narcissistic individual is recognizing the need to go no contact, recognizing that the relationship is toxic, the relationship is unhealthy, that the narcissist behavior towards you is damaging your mental well-being, your emotional well-being, and even your physical well-being. This can be incredibly challenging, especially when you are emotionally attached to someone, especially when it's that childhood friend, that parent, that long-term partner, people that you care about. And narcissistic individuals will go all out to manipulate you into believing that you need them, that you can't live without them, that you're dependent on them and they're dependent on you for that supply of attention. Recognizing that you don't deserve to be treated in this way is one of the first steps to breaking free. Writing down a list of all their harmful behaviours, so when those doubts kick in, you can check back in on yourself and stay strong in your decision. Cut off all communication channels. This includes blocking the narcissistic individual on social media platforms, on emails, on phones. You must eliminate all possible ways that the narcissistic individual can get to you. Now, narcissists are a little tricky to shake off, so they might send a small deposit to your bank account, they might send you a message through eBay do not respond. Do not give them any attention. Narcissists often try to communicate with you through different means, especially those that just don't see themselves as the issue, that believe that you're just playing hard to get. They will use mutual friends, they will use family members, and it's essential to block those who enable the narcissist behaviour. Remove any shared assets or any shared connections. If you share financial accounts, property, mutual friends, get the legal advice and support that you need. If you share children, especially if you've been through the court process, try to get communication on apps or via third parties. It's a case of limited contact and grey rock and minimal communication with the narcissist. It's important to address all issues, even if it feels challenging at the time. Remove your name from any joint accounts and do it with legal support if you need to do so. Make arrangements for any shared property, any shared assets to be dealt with, and try and find a way to do it without you having to directly deal with the narcissistic individual. If you have mutual friends, you might need to distance yourself from those. And remember that the narcissist family were their family first, so you might need to cut those off too. Set boundaries with friends and family. Let your friends and family know about your decision to go no contact. Ask for their support. Make it clear that you do not want them relaying any messages to the narcissist. And if you later discover that they are doing, cut them off too. They are the narcissist enablers. You don't want people updating the narcissist. The narcissist has no need to know what you're up to. If they want to go and gossip, that's on them. Don't inform them of things. If you have mutual friends, you might need to distance yourself from them to avoid being drawn back into the narcissist game. Prepare for the narcissist hoover attempts. Even when you block them, they usually try and find ways to worm themselves back in. Narcissists attempt to hoover you, to the term named after the vacuum cleaner brand Hoover, because the narcissist is looking to suck you back in, treat you like dirt, and then discard you all over again. Hoovering is a tactic used by narcissists to draw you back in to their web of control. They might send those messages of love, they might send those guilt trips, the sudden crisis, or the threats and intimidation to try and draw you back in. Be prepared for these attempts to manipulate you, and have a diary or a list of things that you can look at to remind yourself of why you left or why you need to go no contact. Do not engage in their attempts to pull you back in, because then they believe they've got you exactly where they want you. Focus on healing, focus on self-care, focus on your hobbies, focus on rebuilding your identity. Going no contact can be emotionally challenging, especially after a long-term relationship, or if they're your parents, one of your parents. Take the time to focus on your healing and focus on your well-being. It might involve therapy, it might involve journaling, it might involve exercising, painting, music, yoga, whatever it is that you enjoy. Even down to spending time with healthy people who support you and uplift you as you do them. Prioritizing self-care helps rebuild your sense of self-worth and regain your emotional stability. It's about creating those new dreams, doing those new hobbies, sorting those new routines out for you. Stand firm in your decision and don't look back. If you do look back, it's only to see how far you've come. The hardest part of going no contact with a narcissist is sticking to your decision, especially when the narcissist is trying to love bomb you or guilt trip you, create doubts within you. Stay firm on your commitment of no contact and remind yourself that you're doing this for your own health and happiness. Each day that you remain no contact with a narcissist is a step towards reclaiming your life and breaking free from a narcissistic individual's hold over you. No contact is a powerful tool to break free from narcissistic manipulation and control. By cutting all communication, setting boundaries, and focusing on your own healing, you can regain your emotional freedom and start rebuilding your life. It's cutting off the narcissist supply to you. It can be difficult at first, but with time, you do find the peace, you do find the inner strength in the distance that you've created from the narcissist. If anyone has any tips on what helped them get no contact, please do add those into the comments for people reading through. Thank you very much to all the returning subscribers and your continued support with the channel. It's greatly appreciated. If you are new to the channel, I'm Elizabeth Shaw. This channel is all about narcissistic behaviour to give you more understanding of the people you might be dealing with within your life, how to handle yourself around those people if you cannot go no contact, and different methods to find what works for you to help you understand and overcome narcissistic and emotional abuse. If you do find the information helpful on the channel, please do subscribe. If you are looking for further help and support in understanding and overcoming narcissistic and emotional abuse, I do have several online guides available, and those teachable links are in the video description. If you're looking for someone to speak to, I have partnered with BetterHelp, and their sponsored link is also in the video description. I do also have several books available on Amazon: How to Create Boundaries Around Those Who Have No Respect for Your Boundaries, 15 Rules to Deal with Narcissistic People, How to Stay Sane and Break the Chain, A Narcissist Handbook, The Ultimate Guide to Understanding and Overcoming Narcissistic and Emotional Abuse, A Healing from Narcissistic Abuse, a guided journal for empowerment and recovery. And this is a journal, so it is mainly writing. There is prompts for you to use in each section and what to do, but a lot of it is about working on yourself and journaling. And then there's the new book, Behind the Mask, The Rise of the Narcissist, which is the first novel in a 3-part series. They are all available on Amazon if you'd like to go and check those out. Thank you very much for watching. Go out there and create the day that you deserve, because you do deserve to have an amazing day. Bye.